Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Sunday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and freaking early. It's 7 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. I forgot to mention this in my last video. Go UConn! UConn is in the championship. They won the Final Four yesterday against Miami. Anyway, okay. I don't usually talk about UFOs here, although I do believe in it. I have a link down below. I have a clip down below and a video clip of a doorbell cam catching a triangular UFO over Florida. Let's go over a few things first, a few ground rules, a few assumptions. All right. First of all, for the sake of this video, let's assume that this is a real video, that this is an actual real video. It's not doctored. This was actually, let's for the sake of this video, let's assume that it's something that was really captured in the sky. It's an actual video of this. It's not doctored in any way for this. Okay. I have a feeling that if you're watching this, you probably think a lot like I do. I am a very curious person. As of late, I like I said, I believe in everything. I'll tell you why I believe in everything. Going back to when I was a kid, I used to, in a newspaper, I think it was an article, I think it was a piece called Tell Me Why, where kids would write in and ask questions. And I did that. And I asked, ever since I was a little kid, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years old, first science class, I used to ask this question. If you go straight up forever, you keep going, where will you end up? And I knew people would say, my teacher, my parents, whoever would say, you go forever. It's infinity. And ever since I could remember, ever since I was a little kid, I have a problem with that. I can't wrap my head around infinity. What's infinity mean? Infinity means anything and everything. Anything is possible. Anything you can imagine not only could be possible, but is happening. If you picture that, toothbrush people living on an orange somewhere in the universe, then infinity means that is actually happening somewhere. If you go, this used to bother me. If you go straight up forever, where will you end up? A circle has an inside and outside. Everything we know, I think the human mind we can't wrap our mind around infinite, when you really think about it. Anyway, I won a complete set of encyclopedias back when I was a kid for asking this question. The sad thing is, encyclopedias are completely worthless nowadays. I think me and my family threw them away in the 90s when I moved out, I think. Anyway, okay. So a lot of you probably understand, infinity. It means anything's possible. As of late, I've been reading articles about, I'll see if I can find any links down below. I'm not promising this. A lot of scientists and other people are saying that it's not only possible, but it's somewhat probable that we are in a simulation, that we are in a simulation, some advanced civilization, some advanced extraterrestrial civilization, and we are a computer model right now. What's happening? I'm sure many of you have heard this. I can't remember the exact scientist, or I don't know if it was Elon Musk. Obviously, he's not a scientist, but I know there's been some famous people that have said this is not only this. There's a good chance. I don't know if it was Stephen Hawking. Anyway, another theory I've had is, what about dimensions? I think the U.S. government just recently, in the last decade, have released documents, top secret documents, talking about how there's not only a possibility but a probability that there's multiple dimensions. This is the U.S. government. So now we're talking about the possibility of some scary, real, wild stuff. It also occurred to me, what about time travel? If time travel was ever invented in the history of the universe, that means it's happening now. You know what I'm saying? If time travel is invented in the year 10,000, then time is irrelevant. That means, even if it was invented in the year 10,000, they could be coming back to our time. If time travel is ever invented anywhere, in the history of the universe, then it's happening now. It could be happening now. It could be happening to us. And these crafts could be time travelers. Just some wild ideas. These are really things I'm thinking about. And no, I promise you, my drug tests have come back all clean. I swear to God. I'm just kidding around. Okay, now that we've covered those possibilities, let's talk about this video. Like I said, the link for this, I'm going to put it right on top. It's a short video. It's a door cam in Florida, okay? The three lights come across. They come out of the, let's see if you're watching the video, they come from your left side and they go across. I know I'm going to get busted for this. People are going to write in the comments, but I worked as an architect, and I'm pretty good at three-dimensional imaging, in my mind, imaging three-dimensional distances and stuff like that. And if you look at these three lights as they move, I mean, to me, they are almost certainly connected. You could see the three of them moving in unison. They almost certainly look connected to me. One goes, the one out in front comes down, and you see the other two move with it as if it's the whatever it is turning. So this is what it looks like to me. I'm trying to come up with assumptions here. Now, this is the big question that I have. I'm trying to determine if it's solid between these three lights. At first I thought it was, but there's a couple instances. See, it's hard to tell because of the quality of this video. There's a couple instances where I'm not sure, but it looks like you might be able to see different color, like the sky color alter a little bit in between the three lights, as if it might not be solid. I wouldn't, to me, I'm not sure on that. Okay, what could this be? Seriously, if we're assuming that this is a real video, it's not a doctor video, and whatever this was actually up in the sky. What could it be? Oh, another interesting thing is if you listen to the sound on this video, it's silent. You could hear a car drive by. Again, we're assuming the video isn't doctored. This thing is silent. What could it be? I'm guessing, like I said, just using average guy, I forgot the term I'm looking for, layperson. A layperson trying to figure out the dimensions of this. I would guess, because it almost looks like the lights go through the clouds at one point at the end. If that's the case, then I don't know, at the top of my head, I'd say maybe 40 feet to a side, maybe up to 60 feet to a side, 80, 100. It's got to be more than 10 if it's hitting. If the lights are in the clouds at some point, and this is Florida, so the clouds could be possibly the cloud ceiling could be very low. It's all guesstimates here. What could this be? What are the possibilities? If it's silent, if it was a rack of lights hanging from something, the only thing I could think of, it couldn't be a helicopter. A helicopter makes noise. Balloons, like hot air balloons, I don't think they can't go at night. They usually go in the mornings when the heat is rising. Drones would be one possibility. But it would have to be a bunch of drones. And I don't know, they'd be connected by something. I don't know how possible this is to have 3 or more drones connected by metal tubing or something. I'm just trying to figure what this could be. I think you'd have to have some kind of algorithm or some kind of computer program to move that many drones in unison without, it moves awfully smooth. So what else? I can't think of anything else it would be. Could it be a UFO? Well, it is a UFO. It actually, without a doubt, it's unidentified. I don't think anybody else could identify what this is. So it is officially a UFO. Is it of extraterrestrial or interdimensional or time traveling origins? I don't know. Here's the big question I have. This is almost the point of this video. The lights. Why the lights? if this is a UFO, if this is extraterrestrial or interdimensional or time travel, the lights. Why the lights? What are lights for? To contact, to warn other crafts, other people. I can't imagine that their propulsion or anything else would generate lights. Could be, but why lights? That would mean they want to be seen. Whoever it is, they want to be seen. Why would they want to be seen? This is where it starts to get a little scary for me. If it is extraterrestrial or interdimensional or anything like that, why would they want to be seen? To kind of let us get into the water slowly, to adapt to the idea that there's other things out there. The only reason that scares me is not because there's other beings in the universe, but because it's almost like a mind game. Like they are trying to figure out how we think in an attempt not to scare us. It's almost like as if we were trying to attract a squirrel on the ground, and we didn't want to frighten it, so we don't want to make eye contact. You know what I mean? It almost seems like manipulation to me at one point. If this was if this was an extraterrestrial and they were purposely putting lights on there so we would see them, it almost seems like a head game to me. Like it's an attempt to manipulate us, and that's the scary feeling I get. Not that they're actually out there, because I believe, going back to infinity, that anything and everything is happening and is possible. Anything I could imagine. This could all be a dream. You could all not exist, or you could all just be part of my dream. It could be infinity. All right, let me know what you think. The video's right down below. You guys have a good Sunday.